Hello again, and welcome back to Heartfelt Crochets by Darlene. If this is your first time here, thanks for stopping by and check out all my videos. Okay, so today I'm doing a crochet with me. It's going to be a short crochet with me because these are really tiny little guys. Check them out. Aren't they adorable? They are just the cutest little owls. I am going to be crocheting one in the color key lime green today with big old green bug eyes. Let's go ahead and crochet them. Okay, so this is what we are going to need today to make the little owl. We are using the color key lime in Parfait chunky yarn by Premier Yarns, and the color sunshine, also Parfait chunky yarn by Premier Yarns. They're a chenille yarn, very soft. We are using honking huge bug eyes for this owl today. And this is a 28 millimeter eye. Okay, I'll go ahead and I'll put the link for those below as well as for the yarn. And we are using a 4.5 millimeter hook today, a pair of scissors, and a yarn needle. Look at everything that's in green today. And I'm Irish. Just happens to be one of those days. And no, it's not March 17th. All right. So let's go ahead, and the first thing that we are going to make for this little owl is the paws. So we're going to take the yellow yarn, and these are really quick. Okay, so we're going to need 2 of them. And what we're going to do is we're going to leave a little bit of a tail, and we're going to make a slip knot. And then we are going to chain 3. 1, 2, and 3. Then we are going to work in this second chain from the hook, and we're going to make 2 single crochets. 1. In the next stitch, another single crochet. So that's 2 single crochets in the next 2 stitches. And then we are going to cut the yarn about the same length of what the tail was. And we're going to pull that through. And that's it. Now we're going to do that again. Set that aside. Slip knot. Chain 3. Single crochet in the first stitch and single crochet in the second stitch, and cut the yarn and pull through. Okay, those are the paws. Now with the green yarn, we are going to make the wings and the tail. Okay, so let's see here. There we go. For the wings, we are going to chain 4. And again, we're going to leave a tail. Slip knot. Chain 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. In the second stitch from the hook, we are going to single crochet, and then in the next stitch we're going to do 2 double crochets. And then in the last stitch we are going to do a single crochet, and we're going to cut the yarn and pull through, and we're going to do that again. Leave a long tail, make a slip knot, chain 4, skip the first and go into the next stitch and single crochet, 2 double crochet in the next chain, and a single crochet in the last one. Cut the yarn, and pull through. I apologize for the phone call. Alright, and now for the tail. Make a slip knot. Chain 5. Start working in the second chain from the hook and make a single crochet. And then crochet, double crochet into the next chain. And then double crochet into the next chain. And single crochet in the last chain. And we're going to cut the yarn and pull through. Okay, so now we have the paws, the wings, and the tail made. We're going to set those aside. We are going to crochet the body and the head all in one. We are going to create a slip knot. I don't think I'm going to crochet with a pencil. And we're going to chain 2. And then we are going to crochet 6 single crochets into the first chain. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then we are going to increase, so 2 single crochets in each stitch around, and we'll end up having 12 stitches. And the last stitch. Okay, so I need a stitch marker. I didn't take a stitch marker out. I apologize. You are going to need a stitch marker because you're working in rounds. Now we're going to need 1 single crochet and increase around. So 1 single crochet and place your stitch marker. And then 2 single crochets in the next stitch. 1 single crochet in the next stitch and a 2 single crochet increase in the next stitch. And repeat that around till you reach your stitch marker. I like this color, key lime green. It's really pretty. Okay, an increase in the last stitch. And now we're doing a 2 single crochet and increase around. So there's one. And then 1 single crochet in the next, and then 2 single crochet in the next stitch, 1 single crochet in the next stitch, 1 single crochet in the next stitch, and then 2 single crochet in the next stitch, and repeat that around. These are the cutest little things. I absolutely love them. They make good stocking stuffers. Especially for someone who loves owls. Okay, and then 2 single crochets in the last stitch. Okay, for the next 3 rounds, we are going to single crochet in each stitch around. So you should have 24 single crochets. Do that for 3 rows. While you're doing that, I'm going to chit-chat with you a little bit. So this pattern you can find on Etsy. I think it was something like $1.50, and then you download it and print it off. And it takes very little yarn because it's such a small project, and they work up really quick. And they're good little grab items for the market too. You don't want to have, you know, just expensive items. You want to have those little items that only cost like 10-15 bucks. Not everyone is going to want or can afford the big items. And it all depends on how you end up pricing your items. If you go according to how long it takes you to make it, you know, you could have some large ones that don't take long at all, so the large item isn't expensive. So we had a major heat wave for the past few days here in Maine. It was in the 90s, which that isn't what the big deal is. The humidity was through the roof, and the air quality was really bad. And the feel-like temperatures was 105, 106. And you got burnt within 5-10 minutes, and it was so hard to breathe. Thank goodness that we have an air conditioner, but I'm really concerned about the people who don't have air conditioners and the animals too. Okay, we're on one more row. But that heat wave is supposed to break tonight, and then tomorrow will end up being in the high 70s to low 80s with tolerable humidity, you know, not really bad. Okay. Almost at the end of the last row. How are you coming along? Okay. All right. Now for row 8, it is 2 single crochet and decrease 6 times. Okay, so it's 1, 2. We're going to do the invisible decrease. A regular decrease is if you was to insert your hook and pull up a loop, and then insert your hook and pull up a loop, and then pull through all 3. But that leaves a hole, and it's kind of bunched up. So we are going to do an invisible decrease today. So you're going to put your hook underneath the front loop only of that next stitch, and then you're just going to put your hook under the next one in the front loop only, and then you're going to pull through your yarn through those 2, and then yarn over and pull through those 2. You don't have that big hole, you don't have that bulkiness. Looks nice. Okay, so we're going to do this again. 1 single crochet in the next stitch, single crochet in the next stitch, and then in the front loop only of the next 2 stitches, and that's an invisible decrease. Continue that around. Come on. I find that it helps sometimes if you turn your hook and grab the front of the loop with that little hook of your crochet hook, and then twist your hook, and then do the same thing over here, and then twist your hook. 1, 2, and the last decrease. Okay, and then for row 9, we're just going to single crochet around where we decreased. We are no longer going to have 24 single crochets. We're now going to have 18 by the time we get around to our stitch marker. Leave a comment below this video and tell me what you think of this cute little owl pattern. Tell me who you're making yours for. Yourself, your child, a family member, a friend. Okay. Now we are going to increase again. So it kind of is going to just leave a little bit of an indent in the body and then come back out. Alright, so it is 2 single crochets in the next 2 stitches. So 1, and then 2, and then increase, so 2 single crochets in the next stitch, and then 1 single crochet in the next, 1 single crochet in the next, and 2 single crochet increase in the next, and repeat that around. Oop. and then 2 single crochets in the last stitch. And then 24 single crochets around. This would be pretty in just about every color. You can also make it in multicolors, put stripes in it. There's all kinds of, just use your imagination. Doesn't have to be a solid color. I like mine in the solid colors, but I might end up doing one in a multicolored, like a rainbow owl. That'd be kind of cool. Okay. And one more. See, like I just said a minute ago, how it comes out, goes in just a little bit where we had that row of that decrease, and then comes back out again. This is where the little wings are going to go. Ooh. All right. The next row is 2 single crochet decrease. So 1, and then 1 in the next stitch, and then do a invisible decrease again, and then 1 single crochet in the next stitch, 1 single crochet in the next stitch, and then our invisible decrease again, and repeat that around. Make sure you go just in the front loops of those next 2 stitches. Come on, just in the front loop. Come on, there we go. And then 1 last decrease. So for the next 2 rows, it's just 1 single crochet in each stitch around, and that will be 18 single crochets in those rows. It's 10. And the last 2 stitches. Okay. Okay, so at this point we are just going to pull out our yarn, but don't cut your yarn because we're going to be crocheting this closed, but not yet because we have to stuff it, attach our eyes, and attach our paws, wings, and tail. Okay, so we are going to want to make sure that when we fold it together that these stitches line up here. Then lay it down flat so we know where to put our little legs. Okay, so one is gonna go right here, and then the other one is going to go out right there. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and insert my hook on the inside, and I'm going to come out here and pull that one through and do the same right here and pull that one through. This can take a minute because you want to make sure that you have them in the right place. That looks good. All right, so now we are going to put it inside out, and we're going to make square knots. Square knots is so that it's nice and secure and it doesn't come undone. If you're not sure how to make a square knot, take your two pieces of yarn, the right over the left, and then tuck the right one underneath, and then the left one over the right, and tuck the left one underneath, and that's a square knot, and they're secure. Cut it, but leave a little bit. You don't want to cut it right down to the knot. It's going to be tucked inside. Let's go ahead and just give that little green one a snip too while we're in there. Okay, and pop it back out, and let's take a look. Cute! There's our little legs. All right, now we are going to do the same thing with our little wings. Right where we had that little bit of an indent, we are going to so it's going to be on the bottom and top of a stitch. Instead of this way, we're going to go this way. Yep. All right, so let's go ahead and insert our hook right there. Grab and pull through. And then insert our hook just to the bottom and grab the other yarn and pull through. Make sure it's the same across. That looks about right. Oh, let's turn it upside down. I'm not left-handed. All right, so pull that through. and then one just below. And pull that through. Now let's take a look before we tie them off. Whoop. I'd say that looks pretty good. Inside out a little bit. Square knot. And the same thing with the other one. Okay. And let's see how that looks. Cute. Okay. Now we're going to do the same with the little tail. Okay. Okay. And let's flip it inside out and tie that one into a knot. Okay. So we've got the feet and the wings and the tail. Cute. Now we are going to add the eyes. Okay, so we are going to place them one row down, and we're going to kind of, we need to have room for the beak, but we only want like 2 stitches in between the eyes for the beak. So let's see, 1, 2. I'm going to go down 2 rows because these are so big. One, right about there. And then come on. What do you think? I think that looks pretty good. All right, so let's put the backings on. Give it a nice snap. Okay. Now we are going to make the little beak. Okay, so we're gonna take our yellow yarn and just, you know, snip off maybe 12 inches. What did I do with my darning needle? I lost my darning needle. There it is. Okay. Lose my head sometimes if it wasn't attached. Seriously. Okay. Thread it in just a little bit. And then we are going to come right between the eyes. Leave a nice, good little mount. And then we're going to come up right there. And then come out the same place again. And in the same place again. because his eyes are so big, let's give it one more. There we go. That's good. All right, so now let's tie that into a square knot as well. Tuck that down in. Cute. Okay, next is stuffing. Doesn't take a lot of stuffing. Make sure you push it down to the bottom really good. Okay, now we're going to crochet it closed with single crochets. So just line up your stitches. Insert your hook into the one in the front and the back and a single crochet. In the front and in the back and single crochet. In the front and then in the back and single crochet. And do that all the way across. Okay. Cut about 6 inches and pull through and feed your yarn needle. And just put it in the corner out the back. And then just in and out the bottom somewhere. And cut that. We're going to add these little tuft things. So cut 4 pieces of the yellow yarn, maybe whatever that, well, 4 inches maybe. And then we're going to insert a hook into the corner and take 2 of these, fold them over your hook and pull them through. And then just tie it off into a little knot. Do the same on the other side. You can make these as long as you want. I mean, if you want them hanging right over to the edge of the wings or the eyeballs, then make it longer. Pull it through. There's your little owl. Till next time. Bye.